So I met him on Tinder.
Tinder. Okay.
I downloaded this app, like it was fucking weird, whatever. And I met him on Tinder. Whatever, we matched. He said, let's meet up somewhere. He said, I'm gonna rent a beach house. You can go there. So he rented a beach house. I went with Leah.
That was literally the first experience.
Yes.
Wow.
So we went to a beach house. I invited like my family and stuff like that too. Like not family, like my brothers. They're cool. So we went there. I met this dude. He was kind of cool. And whatever we're talking, he mentioned a few comments like, hey, you will ever date a guy who's married? I was like, no, I will never do that. I'm not going to destroy a family and blah, blah, blah. So I started to get to know this guy for like 6 months. No, 5 months or something like that. And he was a psychopath. Like, he had my location every single time. If I shut it off, he would just like start texting me, busting my phone. He would show up everywhere I was at. If I go to a club with Leah, he'd just be outside or watching me from a mile away. Literally fucking psycho.
In the club, talking about the next day he'll text and be like, oh, I was in the corner watching you guys the whole time.
He was at everywhere we're at. I had cameras in my apartment. I live by myself, so I'm kind of always trying to be secure. He had my camera passwords. Yeah. He will watch us recording the whole thing. Like, not like watch us talking.
Listening to
and
our
listen to it, to our conversations every single time.
And I'm the last bitch you want to listen to. Because I'm talking crazy.
Crazy stuff. Like, it was some crazy, like, psychopath shit.
All right. A few questions for you. I wrote it down. The first one, how old was the guy?
He was like Leah's age, like 29.
Okay.
He's like 29, Muslim 29.
What was the race?
Muslim. He's from Yemen.
Yemen?
Yeah, Yemenin. Or whatever you say it in English. Yemen?
German?
Yemen?
No, not German.
Yemen?
No, Yemen.
Oh, Yemen. Okay.
Yes, Muslim.
So you said you rented a beach house for you.
No, he was with like a couple of his cousins.
So he was with his brother, one of
Okay.
his one of his siblings and cousins. So and he invited me, and then I brought Leah and some of my family.
We didn't stay the night or anything. It was like they had like their own beach house.
Yeah.
They invited us out. We went out there for the day.
Yeah, we went out there for the day.
All right. How long you have been doing this? How long you been doing this with this guy? How long it lasted it?
That lasted for like 5 months or something like that, but it was like a roller
Was it
coaster.
only 5 months?
It was like 5 months.
shit
It
got
felt like
deep.
forever.
It got deep.
I know. I was at the point that's so depressed that I felt so bad about
The
myself.
story's not even halfway done.
Yeah.
This shit gets crazy.
It gets crazier because
Continue, please.
after he was doing all this psychopath shit, I felt so bad because like Muslim people, they usually don't have any credit history, and I had a very great credit. I was like,
God,
hey,
I'm about to get into it.
I'm gonna open a credit card on your name, but on my line, so with my credit history.
Okay.
So I decided to open not regular card, American Express Gold card with no credit limit.
Okay.
So I decided to do that. He got the credit card, and then he was buying all this expensive shit like Dior, Louis Vuitton, and all this crazy shit. And then he would say that it was for me.
Wasn't going to her. She didn't get it.
It wasn't going to me. He was like, I got you this for Christmas for your birthday. Like, this man didn't even show up on my birthday. Like, he was apparently in the hospital. He got a whole heart attack. He made up this shit. And the crazy shit is that I believe in everything. That was the crazy part. And all these things, and it's going back and forth, back and forth. I received a message of this random lady. And it was apparently his sister. But it wasn't his sister. Then I don't know where we broke up because he said I was like being a slut, like hitting other guys and stuff like that. Because again, I couldn't have no boys contacts on my phone or my Snapchat or any social media. No man that it wasn't my family, he couldn't be there. He would go through every single night through my phone. If there's a man he doesn't know, phone number he doesn't know, he will ask me questions. And made me fucking feel like a fucking slut shame shit like that. So we kind of broke up for a week. And he made me like cry, like be so depressed. Like he made me feel like the most slutty ass bitch ever. Like it was a crazy shit. And even Leah reached out to him.
I mended the situation.
She tried.
I tried. I mended it. You guys got back together after that, but he fed me bullshit too. Bro, he was the worst person. Like, he told me, she was so heartbroken. So I I hate talking about this. She was so heartbroken. So I talked to him. I reached out to him. I tried to fix the situation. I did fix the situation. But this motherfucker had the nerve to sit there and be like, what was this, August or something that this happened? And her birthday's October. And he was like, oh, I was going to take her to Turkey, which is her dream place to go to. She really wants to go to Turkey. That's her dream destination. He's like, oh, I was going to take her to Turkey and propose to her. This is before she even knows that he's married. She finds this out after the fact. So she gets back with him. I didn't tell her every little detail because I'm not going to blow up his spot. Obviously this dude wants to do all this shit for you. But I was just I mended the situation. They worked it out again. For then down the line for this bitch to find out that he's actually fucking married with kids and just lying about every fucking thing that comes out of his mouth. He was... So
we basically went to the Biggie, and then we went to a photo booth, and we took a bunch of pictures. One of them, we were kind of kissing, and whatever, past 3 days, and then I received a message from this lady saying, hey, I found these pictures in this person's pocket. I'm his wife.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I didn't respond. So this guy had me all manipulated. I took a screenshot and sent it to him. And he said, oh, don't answer that. That's my dad making a fake account. He just found our pictures and blah, blah, blah. And I believe him.
That was your dad?
His dad. Because he used to also play this card that what did he used to tell you? That he couldn't stay over?
He couldn't stay over because of his dad always watching him.
He was living with his family or whatever. Supposedly he used to live with it. At his age, he used to say that. I mean, no shade. Because it doesn't matter where you live, no matter how old you are. Everybody's timing's different. But 29 years old, he's like, oh, I live in my family's house and I can't spend the night with you, and this, that, and the third, or just do the extra time with you because with his religion, is that what it is, or whatever it is?
Muslim religion.
Yeah, he's I have to be married. My woman has to be a virgin. Just a bunch of bullshit. So he's my family's gonna be, they can't find out that I'm talking to you. So he pulled that card constantly.
And I'll believe him because I was very in love, or I thought I was in love.
Dominant love.
Yeah, and then whatever, this lady texted me. I sent him the screenshot, and he said that's whatever my dad. And he came back and forth. I decided to respond to her. Okay. And he said, stop texting her. Give me your information from Instagram. I'll text to her. We're gonna text back and forth. And I saw them. He was basically through my Instagram denying we ever had a relationship. And I just stuck along with it. At the point that he told me, you could be my second wife. And at the point, I was okay with that. I was okay to be his second wife.
So you were okay to be his second wife?
Yeah. I was okay. At that point, I was like, it's fine. I'm going to be close as her, whatever. And all these things. And he matched up all my credit cards. And it was matched up so crazy that it was I could be $2,000 of me. And he could be spending $5,000, so I would get crazy interest shit. And until this day, I still paying the interest that he fucking matched up all my credit cards. And it's just some crazy shit. And I spoke to this lady, and I snitched on him every single little thing.
So that you dated, you say 5 months. What made you?
5 months.
What made you get so attached to this guy? What made you?
He knew what to tell me. He knows what to tell me. He knew what I wanted to hear. I wanted to be married by 27. Mm-hmm. I want to have kids by 29. I don't want to care, be so worried about money. I want to be fully comfortable. He knew, telling me, hey, I own a smoke shop. I have multiple. I got money, and you will never have to worry about that. It's not about being interested in money. I'm the kind of girl, I would love to live in 80s. I will be a housewife, take care of the kids, stay home. You're the man, you would take the bread and stuff that's. He knows what I want in my life, I have goals and I want to meet them. And he knows what to say. He knew telling me, I'll take you to Turkey. blah blah blah, and all these things. We're gonna move to Turkey. Actually, we're gonna have kids at Turkey. That's my fucking dream. He knows what to tell me. You know, he's very nice with our talk. So that was pretty much it. I fall for him so crazy because he knows how to talk.
So what made you leave the relationship?
I realized, hey, I should like on my own value. I know everything. I don't know. I just wake.
So you realized you were not in Turkey, you were still in America.
Wait, what?
I said you realized you were not in Turkey, you were still in America.
Right. I'm still gonna go to Turkey. You know, we're going to Turkey eventually. But you know, so it was a wake up call. I was like, this man doesn't deserve me. He's not.
Wow.
He's nobody. He just a useless piece of shit man.
So, is that your ex, the recent one?
I don't count it as my ex. It was never official.
Is that a recent guy you dated it?
We kind of dated, yeah, but it wasn't an official thing.
Are you guys still talking? You guys still in touch?
But
Hell no.
technically,
No.
it's your ex too, because if the guy
guess.
leaves you really
I mean,
wanna
you guys had sex?
Huh?
You guys had sex?
Why does that matter? I guess we were like very attached with each other. I guess yes.
Okay, so
I guess it would
he's your
count
ex.
as an ex.
Yeah,
I guess.
he's your ex.
I guess we have to
I
count.
count it as a nobody person.
That's fine. That's your calendar, but people see
Yeah.
But he
see
was trying
as
to marry
ex.
you, so I guess that's an ex.
Damn.
It's a pretty tough situation.
Wait,
when
my
I knew,
question was like, are you guys still in touch?
No,
Do you guys
I
talk?
mean, I'm
Is it
sure,
trying to?
No, I'm sure if I text him, he will reply back.
Of course, yeah.
I'm sure of that, and probably the wife will start asking me questions and stuff like that. But no,
So I mean, so you say he was married. How many kids?
he got 4 kids. And the crazy thing, he will be smoking. One time he smoked and came to my house and he was like, my son names is this. I was like, stop lying, bro. You have no fucking kids. Ain't no way you have no kids. And then 2 months later, he had exactly 4 names. He told me about it.
Oh, so he didn't lie.
How did you find out he had kids though?
So the wife reached out to me.
Mm.
And then she told me, we have 4 kids. These are their names, whatever. And I was like, that's crazy. And then I didn't even confront him because he didn't have the balls to talk to me in person. He just texted me everything. And I said, you have this many kids? And then he said, yeah, I do. And that's it. That's how everything exploded. Like, that's crazy.
So after you confronted him, were you guys still
By
talking
text.
after that?
By text. Everything was by
Okay,
text.
by
He
text.
didn't have the balls to tell me in the face.
Okay.
So he told me everything by text.
So you said something, you were willing to be the second wife.
I was like, I feel at some point I was like brainwashed. Like, again, if I would look at the guy like I'm doing right now, eye contact, he'll make me feel I'm cheating on him. At that point, he would literally go through my phone and go through very old, like a year, 2 year messages and ask me like, what happened here? It made me feel that I was cheating on him, even that this happened like 2 years ago.
And you felt like that too?
And I felt it. I believe him.
Wow.
I feel that I was like, I did talk with guys and
That
stuff
boy was
like
good.
that. But still, it wasn't.
Wow.
I was just in love, I guess, or I thought I was
He
in love.
painted you the dream picture.
Wow.
Yeah, he knew. Even his wife told me. She texted me and she said, he's very good with words. I give him that.
And that's why the wife doesn't leave.
I mean, they don't leave because of their situation.
She don't have any other option.
When
just
you're-
to stay
when you're
with
both-
him.
Wait, was the
yeah.
guy rich? He had a little bit of money?
He's
No,
a
but when you're
nobody.
Muslim, it's like
yeah.
they don't really leave their husband for nothing.
He made me think that he got money, but apparently he doesn't have shit.
Damn, that's a lot of work though.
I don't even know. Well,
I don't know how people
he
do
will
that
take
shit.
me to dinner. He will pay for everything. He will pay for every single little thing.
That's fine. That's what
So,
a man's supposed to do.
That's what a man's supposed
Yeah,
to do,
that's
right?
fine.
So,
That's not
but
new.
you know,
Yeah.
it was like whatever. But yeah,
So is that true that women like liars?
it's not, you know.
But you guys go after those type
Hell
of guys
no.
though.
Me personally, if I meet you,
Yeah.
I don't beat around the bush for nothing. I hate beating around the bush. Like, I'm gonna tell you how it is. I'm very honest with you. You got that in the first like 30 minutes that we hung out. I don't
Yeah.
sugarcoat shit. And
I don't if you're
I
playing.
would respect a man more if he just didn't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Like, not even to sound like I'm like no hoe shit or nothing, but like, if I'm grown. I'm a grown ass woman. So a one night stand is a one night stand. Who gives a fuck, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I met a man and he told me these are his not even expectations, because I don't meet a man's expectations, but this is all he was looking for, I would respect him more for just not beating around the bush.
Yeah.
Okay, we meet at a bar. I'm just trying to fuck tonight. Okay, cool. I'm not fucking you. Simple.
Yeah.
But don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Don't like paint me like, oh, I'm trying to get to know you. Let me get your number. Like, if that's all that your intention is, let's leave it at that and give me the chance to decide if I want to do that. I'm a grown-ass woman. I can do whatever the fuck I feel like doing.
Well, but what do you think men do that though? They try to kind of lie.
Yeah, I think because they feel like most women aren't down for it. I don't want to say down for it, but yeah, like
That's facts though.
down for it. Yeah, I guess. Like they think that women are just like, they want the whole like, oh, let me get to know you, let me take you out. Okay, no, that's nice. Of course, if there's like potential behind it.
Yeah.
But if there isn't, just be real about what your intentions are. And if I'm with it, I'm with it. If I'm not, I'm not.
Yeah. Let me just be honest with you. It's kind of hard for men to be real because the probability of them getting what they want being real is super low. They can't be real. That's why, guys, even the guy that you dated, I'm pretty sure if you would give him an option to be like,
I don't think it's a low probability. I don't think they give it a shot.
no, most women that you meet,
You ain't never met a bitch like me. No, I'm kidding.
no, I get it. You might be different, but in general, most women, if you come up to women, be like, yo, I just want to fuck.
I mean, it
just
doesn't
wanna
have to be like that straightforward. Like, you don't have to be like on some disrespectful shit.
Okay.
But like, just lay out what your intentions are when you meet a
Right.
woman.
Be
You
clear
can
about
meet
it.
a woman at a bar and be super respectful to her, and also be like, okay, I'm not looking for anything. Like, we're both grown. If I met you at a bar and we clicked it off and we were hanging out for 2 hours just talking, and you were like, hey, I'm not really looking for nothing, but like, I wouldn't mind like taking you home and like having a good time. That's a whole different conversation.
Oh, so it's just like you have to use your words wisely.
I
pretty
mean,
much.
everything is about, it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
How you say it.
Always,
Okay, I agree.
yeah.
I agree. Okay, that's
You don't have
factual.
to be a pig about it, but be
Yeah.
respectful. Be a man.
Right. I agree with you.
Yeah?
Do you have more into that story?